Hey guys, Mr. here again for another video today, and we are back for our final episode of the Fantasy Draft franchise mode. But we're gonna hopefully win the cup in this episode, but we'll have to wait and see. Obviously, it could be quite a whiles away. We've still got at least three series technically, so we just finished the first round in the last episode. We've got three series to do in this episode. That is if we make it to the Stanley Cup Finals. So I'm going to try and do these pretty quickly. I do want to do all three episodes in this episode. Did I say all three episodes in this episode? I meant to say all three games in this episode if I didn't. Remember, this is the team that could be the best team I've ever gone up against. 95 offense, 96 defense, 92 goaltending are their ratings. By the way, it's the New York Rangers, if you couldn't tell. So yeah, we'll be facing the Rangers, but they are a very, very good team. They had, I think they have the same record as us. I don't remember 100%, but yeah, so let's look at their team. On their first line, they've got 90 overall Max Domi. Then they've got 91 overall Jeremy Bracco. Never seen him get that high. That is crazy. First line right wing, Dmytro Timashov. So two Maple Leafs prospects on that top line. Very interesting. Brandon Perlini on the second line, 83 overall, with Tyler Johnson and Tyler Ennis. So their second line really, really drops off after that first line. But funny, they have two Maple Leafs prospects on the first line, then two Arizona prospects on the first and second line. Now on the third line, another Arizona prospect, Henrik Samuelsson with David Krejci and Alex Tuck, a Minnesota prospect. And then Otto Makinen, which was actually drafted by the Rangers in this sim, with Colton Sissons and Jason Dickinson, a Dallas prospect. So overall, a pretty damn good offensive core. Very good center depth, that's for sure. And oh my shit. Oh no. Alright, so our first pair, we've got 89 overall Ryan Murray, who is obviously really good. Probably a top two defenseman, probably could be listed as a top two. Alongside 98 overall Erik Karlsson. He has 6 goals, 5 assists. Only had 68 points this year, but wow. Well, he is quite something. Look at his puck skills. Look at his shot. He's fast. He can play defense. Oh my god, dude. Holy frick. 98 overall. On the second pair with an 89 Josh Morrissey and an 88 Mike Riley. Oh my god. On the bottom pair, Ethan Sim, an 81 overall with Vladimir Kondratiev, a 83 overall. So wow. A really, really good defense score. And then in net, Sergei Bobrovsky being backed up by Marc-Andre Fleury. So this could be very interesting. This could be a very interesting series. Hopefully Korpisalo can continue his dominance. We have swept the first round. So, like I said, hopefully he can continue his dominance. Now, almost 4 minutes into this, and I haven't started the sim yet. I need to start the sim because, like I said, if we do want to do all three series in this episode, we're going to have to get her done. So I'm going to change up the way I sim as well. In the first and second period, we're still going to just press A. We're going to see what the score is by the end of the period. But in the third period as well, depending on if it's a close game, I will also just quick sim that period. I'm not going to talk so much in between periods about shots and everything as well, or if I do, it'll be faster. So, first period of Game 1 in the Eastern semifinals against the New York Rangers. First period, all right, Nikita Kucherov gives us the lead very early into the first period, shots even at 7. Second period, Philip Wyman makes it 2-0, shots still very even, 16-17 for the Rangers. Now, third period, oh shit. Okay, well, What the hell? Ryan O'Reilly scores early in the third to make it 3-0. Then Ennis scores to make it 3-1. Then Foligno score, former teammates of each other, scores to make it 4-3. Or sorry, 4-1, my bad. And then Ethan Sim makes it 4-2. Brendan Perlini makes it 4-3. Clefbaum with the empty netter left to make it 5-3. We got outshot 31-32. Wow, what a game. Holy third period. O'Reilly with 3 points, Sim with 3 points, and Clefbaum with 3 points. So very, very interesting there. No, not a goaltending affair, that is for sure. That was quite something. Also, another thing I just realized is that we've actually got the Columbus goalies going at it against each other. Oh, yeah. All right. So, yeah, I forgot to mention that. But, yeah, that's that. And then also, no, they were the better team. They won the President's Trophy this year. I do remember now. Obviously, you can see the record as well. Very clear that they won it over us, but it's okay. Now, game number 2, not on home ice for the first time in quite a long time. First period, all right, Krejci and O'Reilly has a tie game 1-1. Both two-way forwards doing good so far. O'Reilly's been a monster so far in this series. He has 4 points on a possible 6 in the first 4 periods of this series. So second period now. Come on. All right, Bouma and Johnson. So since it is an even period, I could just sim or I could just press A and quick sim it, but I do want to make it somewhat intense in case a period like the last one happens again. And Henrik Samuelsson makes it 3-2 with just over halfway to go in the third. Can we get the equalizer, though? Which, I mean, it's not looking too good. 3 minutes left. 2 minutes, please. Someone, 1 minute. Come on. No, not going to happen. All right, so I mean, it's good. We split home ice, but that was definitely the Rangers game. Krejci now had 3 points, so two-way centers going back to back. I believe both third-line centers as well. Crazy to crazy to think that, but okay. So hopefully we have a better performance in game 2, or sorry, in game 3. We are playing on home ice now as well. So game 3. First period, all right, Draisaitl and Anderson. I think that's Anderson. That might be Anderson's first playoff goal. I'm not sure, but maybe. I'm honestly not sure. We're out shooting them. Second period, all right, no goals. We're up 2-0. I'm just going to quick sim the third. Third period, oh my god, dude. Apparently I can't actually quick sim the third or else holy goals. So Timashov scores 13 seconds into the third period to make it 2-1. O'Reilly scores a few minutes later to make it 3-1. And then Johnson and Makinen, who got the game-tying goal, now 3-3. We head to overtime now. Didn't expect that to happen. It could end early. Will it end early? We are on home. Oh, come on. I was going to say we're on home ice. Don't let them get a power play goal. We had a power play chance. We couldn't score. Holy frig, we ran away with the shots in this period, too. Come on, power play, please. Someone, they're giving it to us. Come on, man. 3 minutes left, 2 minutes left, 41 seconds, and we head to double overtime. I mean, shots are most definitely in favor of us, but Bobrovsky is doing good. Can we get the game winner? Can we take the 2-1 series lead? Please, come on. Captain Kucherov, Draisaitl, anybody, please. And no, Ryan Murray. 4 minutes in, almost 4 minutes into the double overtime period. They scored on the only shot they got during that period as well. Oh, man. 934 save percentage for Bobrovsky. He had 46 shots against him, so, pretty damn good. And now we're down in the series 2-1, which isn't good. Okay, scouting. You know what? I actually can't be bothered about the scouting for this, so I'm just going to go forwards in the extra league for 6 weeks. I don't even care that there's only eight forwards there. All right, so now not looking too good. Hopefully we can even the series up here, though. First period of game number 4. All right, up 2-0. Lapin and Dalcol. Good. Second period, Tuck and Timashov tie the game, and it is 2-2 heading into the third. Shots almost even, but not looking too great. Power play for the Rangers about midway through the period. Good penalty kill. I like it very much. All right, so now 3 minutes left. Come on, 2 minutes left, 1 minute left, and we head to overtime for the second game in a row. We're getting outshot by quite a decent amount. We have not gotten a lot of shots, and it's not looking like it'll end early either in the first period of overtime. Halfway through the overtime, game still tied at 2. Come on, man. Who will be the hero? Could be a potential 2 double overtime games in a row. 1 minute left. Come on. Well, we caught up in shots, but whether that means anything, I don't know. Second overtime, and yes, Marcus Foligno, 49 seconds in to the double overtime, gets the game winner. Very good. I enjoy it. I like it. The depth scoring was there. Bouma had 2 points, 2 assists, so he did good. Happy about that. So now we head back to New York for Game 5. Now, this should be interesting. Series tied 2-2. I believe the other 2 series are tied 2-2, and then St. Louis swept. So, pretty interesting now. Time for game number 5. First period. Max Domi scores in the first period when we didn't have a goal. Hopefully we can get an equalizer. Second period. Ooh, okay. No, we cannot. Okay, Mike Riley, Henrik Samuelsson, and 13 seconds left. Josh Morrissey makes it 4-0. I'm not even going to slow sim this one. We're down by 4. This is not going to be our game. We did get 2, but no, we let in too many goals. Maybe if Morrissey hadn't scored that one with like 13 seconds left or 16 seconds left, whatever it was, we could have been in a much better position. But unfortunately, we also lose game number 5, and we're now down 3-2 in the series. Come on, boys. I want to end this series on a high note. Can we push a Game 7 now on home ice? Please feed off the electricity in the building. We need to win here, boys. First period of Game 6. No goals allowed by either goaltender. Shots 13-7 for us. Second period. Okay. Bouma scores to open up the goal scoring in the game. Samuelsson and Sim, not too far apart from each other, makes it 2-1 for the Rangers. Then literally 16 seconds later, Draisaitl scores to tie the game. What a huge goal from him. Then Philip Wyman gives us the lead heading into the third, up 3-2. I am going to slow sim it because it's a close game. Power play for us. We couldn't do anything with it. Unfortunately, we're almost... There's our 30th shot. I was going to say we're almost on 30 shots, and almost at the exact halfway time of the period, Julien Gauthier makes it 4-2. 3 minutes left, boys. Come on, defense. Hold it down. 59 seconds. 1 second, please. Thank you. All right. I feel like Gauthier was just skating up the boards and then just put a shot on net. Hard wrister from the point, and that went in. So good. 3 stars. Gauthier, Wyman, and Dalcal looking a little bit better now, but we have to go back to New York for Game 7 now. I'm glad that we did force a Game 7, but still, we are the last series as well in this in this round of the playoffs. Basically, the 2 best teams in the NHL, arguably, but. Come on, Todd. I was going to say, come on, boys. It's go time. First period of Game 7. 0-0. Shots 10-9 for us. Not a single goal allowed in the first. Second period. Otto Mäkinen makes it 1-0, and we trail heading to the third period. We trail in shots. We trail on the scoreboard. If we need a goal, we need it now, boys. Come on, we need someone to be our hero. Don't let them shut us out in Game 7. Tyler Seguin, the acquisition, one of the acquisitions, ties the game. And we've got a power play. Please, someone do it. 11 seconds left. And we head to overtime in Game 7 after Tyler Seguin's tying goal with 7 minutes and 14 seconds left to go. Holy frig. There's one acquisition. If the other one wants to show up, I wouldn't mind. Overtime period of Game 7. Please, someone for New Jersey score. Please, come on, someone, please. 12 minutes left. Someone, they've almost had 50 shots. They almost hit 50 shots before we hit 30. There's their 50th shot. Corpusalo, buddy, I fucking love you, man. 51 saves for Corpusalo. I mean, come on, guys. Someone please win it for Corpusalo. He's been doing so good. Please. New Jersey, no. Brandon Perlini. Come on, game. You can't do that to me. You, you let them get one shot. And then, come on, Corpusalo had 51 saves. Why you gotta do that to me? A 962 save percentage. He had to save 51 shots. Oh my god. I can't, man. God damn it, EA. You should have gave it to me. Fuck. We've been eliminated from the playoffs. Unfortunately, we will not be able to move on to the Eastern Conference Finals. And I just realized this, but New Jersey, New York, and Buffalo. So basically, the greater not greater Manhattan, the greater New York area. All four of those teams were all in the Eastern semifinals. Those were the last four teams in the East. That's funny, but man. I was really hoping we could go out on a high note. I mean, there's not much to complain about from that game. It was a 1-1 game. We headed to double overtime for the third time in the series. 3 out of 7 games we had to double overtime, and Corpusalo had to save 51 shots. Unfortunately, there was just no help from our offense there. But that is going to be it. So I think we'll advance a few days, and then we'll see who wins the cup. Hopefully it is the Rangers. Hopefully they prove that they are the best team in the NHL. Since we did lose to them, they're already up 2-0 in their series. But, yeah, looking pretty bad for the Islanders right now. They could get swept, and they do. Man, that could have been us. We could have swept them, maybe took them out in 5, but unfortunately we could not beat the Rangers. Game 7 in the Western Conference Finals. I'm going to go with St. Louis. I was wrong. All right, so San Jose versus the Rangers in the final. Very interesting. Who will win it? This could be the first cup win for the Rangers in almost 30 years. And then I don't think the Sharks have won it in this series yet. So this could be the first cup win in franchise history for the Sharks. Series tied at 2 apiece. 3-2 for the Rangers, and man, dude, I wish I could go in and sim it. That'd be cool. But, come on. Oh, Game 7 in the Stanley Cup Final, and you know what? I press A, and then we'll figure out who the Stanley Cup champions are. I am going to go with the New York Rangers. Will it happen? Come on. Who will win? And the San Jose Sharks make the upset in Game 7. After forcing Game 7, they accomplish it, and they win, what I believe to be the first Stanley Cup in franchise history. Very, very interesting. We are going to go check out the stats really quickly, just because. So we were never able to eclipse the Stanley Cup, unfortunately. It kind of sucks, to be honest. We have such a good team, man. Won Presidents a few times. We've won it 2 times. Almost won it 3 years. Wait, Arizona won the Presidents? I thought the Rangers did. How good did Arizona do then? Jesus. Clarence, obviously not even us. We've only made it to the Stanley Cup final once, unfortunately. Probably could have made it if we hadn't gone up against Buffalo. Both teams that we've been eliminated in the last 2 seasons have made it to the Stanley Cup final, so that's kind of unfortunate. So we were basically the runner-up to the runner-up. Well, that's not true, because Buffalo did win it 2 years ago, but still, unfortunately, weren't able to get it. So now, for the player awards, we never had anyone win the Art Ross, unfortunately. Never had anyone win the Hart either. James Norris, we had Clefbaum win it once, which was good. I did think about getting Carlson, but or not Carlson, sorry, Riley, but I never went to do that. Lady Bing goes to Dal Call, awarded to the player judged to have exhibited the best sportsmanship and gentlemanly conduct, combined with a high standard of playing ability. Yeah, he had 92 points this year, and he must have had like zero penalty. Well, I mean, is that the Selkie though? Isn't that the Selkie basically? Awarded to the forward who best excels in defensive. Oh, okay, well, no, never mind. So yeah, I believe the Lady Bing is anybody really. I mean, I think it might just be forwards, but it says best player or awarded to the player, not awarded to the forward like the Selkie does. So congratulations, Dal Cole. Never had anybody win that before in any one of my series, I don't think. For the Calder, we had Connor Garland win it this year. I don't think we had anyone win it, unfortunately, for us. Obviously, never had a Conn Smythe. Patrick Laine, though, on the Sharks winning it this year. Bobrovsky ends the 2-year reign of Korpisalo's Vezina run. Unfortunately, Bobrovsky 2 years in a row with the Jennings as well. So Korpisalo was a very good goalie for us. Never had anyone win the Masterton, never had anyone win the Selkie, didn't have anyone win the Lindsay, and didn't have anyone win the Richard. And I do remember if we hadn't, or if in this league there was no Patrick Kane, Vladimir Tarasenko, or even, I'm trying to think, or even Alex Ovechkin, I think Nikita Kucherov would have won the Rocket 1 year. I do know that. So now, guys, I can't even look. 1 second. Now, guys, I can't even express what I feel about this series, man. This was possibly the most fun series I had because of how good this team is. I've got to say, it was honestly quite something. But this series was very, very fun. I've got to say, it definitely was the most fun I've had. Obviously, building from the fantasy draft was very cool. We shouldn't have anybody retiring, so let's just check the entire league. But I mean, I don't know. Ovechkin retires, nowhere near the amount of goals that he had in the Senators one. But yeah, almost 13,500 games for Ovi. He retires. Boomeaster retires. Corey Perry, Jeff Carter, Eric Stahl, Keith Yandel, Jack Johnson, Mike Green, Chris Letang, Martin Hansel, Brandon Dubinsky, Ryan Callahan, Andre Sekera, Mark Giordano, Alex Goligoski, Tyler Bozak, Alex Radulov. All right, interesting. Goaltenders now. Who retired? Is there a big name goalie that went out? Quick, Crawford, Schneider, and Bishop. Bishop on the Oilers, Schneider on the Blues, Crawford on the Flames, and Quick on the Predators. Very interesting to see who did retire this year. Pretty cool to see how we're in 2022 and they're retiring, and we are obviously ending the series here. But our players are, it's funny because they're still pretty young, to be honest. But I mean, so now let's see. I don't know if we have a first rounder or not. I don't think. Oh, we actually do. All right. Well, I might make that pick. I'm not too sure. I just want to see if there's a franchise player that goes in the top 3, more than likely, unless there's like a franchise goalie, which definitely could be a thing. Not looking like it. So Trunka goes to the Flames, medium elite. Montador, medium elite. McMillan, medium elite. Neal, high top 6. Defenseman, Varlamov, medium elite. Jokinen, high top 9. McCann, high top 6. Outlaw, low elite. Lukowicz, medium top 6. Best goalie looks to be a medium starter. Very interesting. Actually, no, medium elite. Never mind. All right, low elite goalie as well. Primo, and now it's, what? I think we'll make one pick, because why not? Let's see. High top 9, Hansen. Maybe Wisniewski or McFarland. One of those two, though. Actually, I could look at Rasmussen as well. So I'm not going to waste too much time on this. Wayne Hansen, sniper, 18 years old. Pavel Wisniewski, 18 years old. Jesse McFarland, 18 years old. And Cody Rasmussen, 19 years old. I like Pavel Wisniewski's name. That's just a cool name. Pavel Wisniewski, which I believe from, is that Ukraine? I'm pretty sure that's Ukraine. So, yeah, that's pretty cool. We'll sim the rest of the draft. I just want to make that pick really quickly, but entry draft complete. That's fine. I don't know how many picks we had. We actually had one in the second round as well and the third. But like I said, I'm not too worried about it. So, yeah. Now let's advance to, actually, do I actually have to re-sign anybody important this year? Because I might do that really quickly. And then we'll finally end this series from and Blackwood. I think I was just going to let Blackwood go, to be honest. That's what I had planned on doing. But he's an RFA, so if anybody wants to sign him, I will get picks for it, which is good. I have 3 million. We have about 0 cap space. So we will qualify him as an RFA. Matthias From, we should be able to re-sign. If I do ever come back to the series, I do want to make it an appropriate contract, so I am going to do the 85% trick. I know it doesn't really matter anymore, but still, I might come back on my own time to this series. You never know. So I can lower this to actually quite a low number of 1.425, which isn't too bad. And is there anybody else? Jared McCann, I think will also offer a contract. Why not? 1.025. I can get him for like 900K. That's fine with me. Nick Lappin, we had him in the NHL. We'll bring him back. We'll offer him the same contract. All right. And then Williams, we just kind of signed him for that 1-year contract. I think we'll just release him, to be honest. Anybody else? Krebs, we can release. Not very good. Walters, sure, we'll sign. We'll just give him what he wants. Same thing for Westerland. All right, Grabeshkov, same thing. Is that it? Yes, I think so. Actually, Keith, Oleg Keith looks. I mean, he maybe not too bad. He is 21 years old. Probably not the best. Dudera, you can be released. And that is it. Who was the guy that we drafted? Vishnevsky, medium top 6, 65 overall. Not too bad. So now I'm just going to sim to the free agency period so I can actually finally look at this team. And then we will end that there. I'll just not advance a day, but either way. Keith. I thought it was Oleg Keith. It was Owen Keith. My bad. From McCann rejected. I don't have the cap space. Whatever. Lappin, Walters, Westerland, Grabeshkov. All right. I don't really care. Goodbye to McCann. I wasn't even playing him in the NHL, so it's fine. It's not that big of a deal. Sim to free agency. Don't care, McCann. Screw off, kid. And we should be good now. Hopefully someone offers Blackwood a contract. That'd be cool if someone were to. Again, doesn't really matter that I'm doing that, but whatever. So now time to actually really quick, I was gonna say time to finally look at this team. But let's just see who made it to free agency. Oh my God, 95 overall Ristolainen, 91 overall Panarin, 91 overall Ghost, 90 Pietrangelo, 90 Trouba. See with what? Oh my God, 89, 89, 89 Ellis, Henrique, and Nyquist, 88 Leddy and Kuznetsov. See, the thing about this series is that I buffed up a lot of players' potentials, so that's why some people got to such a high overall. That's why a lot of these players are like high elites, like Kucherov. I put him from a low elite to a high elite. Same thing for Draisaitl. He was a medium elite to a high elite. Like, I changed those, and then I also made a lot of franchise potential players as well. So that's why there's so many big names in free agency, like, every year. But, yeah, so really quickly, for ending this series, I want to thank a few players, mainly only a couple, but actually we'll end with someone like that. So first off, I want to thank Ryan O'Reilly. What a great player he was for us. A phenomenal two-way forward. Being a great guy of being 91 overall at one point and being listed as a second liner, it was just great. He just worked out so well for us. He had that one massive season last year. He had the most points on our team. Very good. Basically had a great plus-minus the entire time we've had him as well. Overall, he was just a really good player for us, and I did really enjoy having him. So O'Reilly, thank you very much, buddy. He's in my top 10 favorite players. I've always loved O'Reilly, but Yeah, so he's there. And then next, I want to thank Oscar Clefbaum for being our franchise defenseman. What a great player this guy is. Putting him to a high elite was great. Like I said as well earlier, he was pretty good for us. Obviously won a few Norrises with us, won two of them in a row, 77 and 65. He wasn't too far off this year. He could have won it, but still overall very, very good. I did enjoy having him on the team. It was great. And then another thank you to Leon Draisaitl. Possibly, not possibly. He is most definitely my favorite player, but what a beast he was. Him and Kucherov were the duo. Let me tell you, last year he had a bit of an off year, but still had 55 assists. He just had an off year on the goal category. Yeah, only a 5.2 save percentage. Or shooting percentage. Damn it. But yeah, overall, Draisaitl, great player. Glad we had him. Michael Del Cole, a big thanks to him as well. It was questionable. I didn't know if I was gonna pick him up in the fantasy draft, but I decided to. And then this past season put up a 92-point season, playing on the second line. What a beast he was. Just a bit of a shout out to Saga and Patrick. Obviously, we just acquired them, but overall they were pretty damn good for us. Now, almost last but not least, definitely, man, dude, Korpisalo. I don't even have words to explain Korpisalo right now, dude. He was absolutely phenomenal, man. I love Korpisalo just from this series. He doesn't even have the best stats, but my God, what a great goalie he was when I've had him. Like, in this series, we had a few shaky starts with him, but he was a really great goaltender, especially when it came to the playoffs. So, regular season, like I said, hasn't had the greatest stats with us. 920 isn't too bad. 917, not too bad. That's above the league average in real life. 913 is under the league average. 915 is the league average. And then two really good seasons of a 924 and a 926 save percentage. And then obviously the last one of 914 wasn't the greatest, but we all kind of had an off year here. And then in the playoffs, man, I can't. First year we made the playoffs, obviously wasn't very good. But from then, man, dude, 925 save percentage, great. 929 save percentage, great. And a 921 save percentage as well. That year where we played 22 games, he had 4 shutouts. And there was times where his stats were much, much better than that just because we were winning. But you know what? I still think Korpisalo is probably number 2, maybe number 1, but most definitely at least number 2. Or most definitely top 2 goalies I've ever had in a franchise mode. And then I want to go to my absolute best friend and the absolute biggest thank you to Nikita Kucherov. Oh my God, man. The clutch moments this guy had in the playoffs was absolutely crazy. Like I said earlier with Draisaitl, the duo of Kucherov and Draisaitl could not be matched together when they were on fire in the playoffs, man. Absolute monster. He came alive in the playoffs. 90-point season 2 years ago, absolutely phenomenal. His career high, and then an 88 this past season, still very good. An 18% shooting average as well. I still can't, man. My God. So now time to check out the playoff stats. So first season, 8 points in 6 games. That really just, I'm like, okay, well, he's actually pretty damn good. And then the next season, or the next time we made the playoffs, 27 points in 22 games, 14 goals, 13 assists. Then the next time he made the playoffs, 23 points in 15 games, dude. What the hell? It would have been such a close race between him and Korpisalo for the Vezina. Or not for the Vezina. For the Conn Smythe, man. But, oh my God, Kucherov poured it on in the playoffs. Kind of had a bit of an off year here. In this one, only 9 points in 11 games, but still, I can't, man. I absolutely love Kucherov, dude. He is number two of my favorite players, and he was the very first pick we made in the fantasy draft so long ago. But my God, I gotta say it one more time. He is absolutely amazing. I still can't, dude. I love Kucherov so much. So I'm going to end it on Kucherov because he was the face of this franchise and most definitely the best player we had in this series. So thank you guys so much for watching this. Hopefully you all did enjoy, especially enjoy the series. I really hope you guys did. Thank you guys so much for watching once again. And like I said in the last two ending of series, if you guys did enjoy this one, please leave a like on it. If you enjoyed the entire series, please leave a like. Thank you guys so much all again, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.